Hey guys and girls, so today I'm going to talk about the spine and different movements that you can do for it. So, a lot of people are just training and they've got programs, but I feel like if we're just doing a bodybuilding program or just any type of program that hasn't got the movement patterns of the spine, I don't feel that we could be truly healthy and strong. So, my ideas of health and fitness and strength are completely different. So, for example, the spine needs to have a bend. That means so touching your toes, for example, a forward bend. Now you see me, now you don't. That's one motion that you can do. And you can even do something like a Jefferson curl, which is where you have a weight in front of you and basically you slowly release your spine down with a kettlebell and then come up and pull your shoulder blades back. So that's one motion. Another motion you have for the spine is an extension, where the arms are going back and you're leaning back. So that's another thing that you can work on. Now, I feel like a lot of things that you can do with body weight, for example, by really contracting all the muscles super hard. So, for example, I can raise my arms up, and that's nice and easy. But what I could also do is I could raise my arms up and really squeeze and tense all the muscles and lean back. And if I really tense hard, it gets to a point where the muscles can get exhausted and they are tensing up. So there are ways of getting strong without necessarily building bulk, but having lean athletic muscle that you can work. But don't forget, the whole point of this is to work the spine. And what I've noticed is when you work the spine, you're actually able to teach yourself the structure, the application to living a healthy lifestyle, and that your body is strong, or to have a great performance in sports that you play. Because every single sport is going to have variables of where the feet and the hands move, but the spine is going to do certain things. So the other thing that is going to happen is in boxing, you'll see people move side to side. In tennis, they move side to side. There's different variations of the arms and legs, but there aren't different variations of where the spine is going. So I would work on side bends, side motions, things like that. But side planks. What it is about creating a system that works for the sport and for the lifestyle that you have. So I'm just giving you some common examples of what anyone could do. Obviously, if you came into the gym yourself and came to see me, I'd show you like patterns that you could do that would really work. So, for example, I might get you to do a side plank and catch stuff, depending on sports that you play. So the other thing, I come from a fighting background, from a karate background. The other thing is you have a rotation. So, for example, when you punch, there's a twist, or when you dance, you spin. That's a rotation. So you want to work on rotational stuff. And I mean, that's as easy as doing punches and kicks, for example, but doing them properly. I say easy, but perhaps you want to learn the skills of how to do that. And, learning, having a personal trainer or someone who could teach you the skills and techniques of how to move your hips well for rotation, that's really good. There's also rotational moves that you could do on the floor. You can lie down with your arms out like this, you can have your legs up in the air, and you can rotate them from one side to the other. If that's really hard for you to do, you would just bend your knees, because doing it with a straight leg can be quite intense and it could hurt your back if you haven't got the core strength. So that's rotation. So you've got forward, backward motion, side to side motion, and rotational. So I hope this helps. And the thing is, you could create like a strength and conditioning program just from working around those 5 rotations, and then putting exercises that work your limbs as well. So you could either have a circuit of these 5 movements where you repeat exercises for volume, where it's like 5 sets of each exercise for each one that we did. Or you could have 5 different movement patterns: the extension, forward motion, forward bend, extension, side to side, and rotation. The thing that you're going to get is you're going to get a lot more athletic, because you're working your spine, you've got the different ranges of motion, and they're going to be very applicable to real life and also to sports. Because let's face it, your spine, a healthy spine is a healthy mind. So it's going to translate into having a healthy body, but you're also going to feel fantastic, because what happens is when you work on the spine from all these different angles, you're going to be lifting and opening up the sternum, which is going to help you to breathe better from the diaphragm, which is going to help you to feel more confident. So I really think a revolutionary way for training for athletes, for people that just want to feel healthy, is spinal training. Like, train your spine healthily, you'll have an amazing life, amazing spine, amazing mind. So hope that helps. Let me know what you think of the video, and I will see you guys soon.